Hello. Have you ever wanted to run a cult? Well then do I have the game for you. Today, in honor of Halloween and the October spooky spoopiness, we will be playing the Shrouded Isle, a game that allows you to be a cult leader. You must keep your people happy, but you must also make sure that they are listening to the god Chernobog, because if not, he will come and take your whole village and you. On top of making sure they are listening to you, you must find one sinner, one each season, to sacrifice. If you don't, Chernobog will come for us all. As usual, thank you for joining me. So let's go ahead and begin the Shrouded Isle. 495 years ago, our founders saw that humanity would perish except the worthy. Our Lord will return in glory to reward the faithful. Yet there are sinners in our community. As the High Priest, I must select a sinner to sacrifice each season. 5 years until Judgment Day. If we are free from sin, He will save us from this suffering. A new season begins. We have a letter. A divided heart. Marie Codwell arrives, concerned. She confesses deep love for two people and must choose one to marry before Chernobog awakens. One makes her happy. The other inspires her to be a better person. This is actually a very difficult one. Well, my dear Miri, happiness is fleeting, but virtue is eternal. This would help with my people's discipline. It is not clear to your heart, perhaps neither is right, and ask the elders of House Codwell, is it not my affair? Oh, okay, ask your leaders because it's not my affair. Well, actually, no, I'm fine that you came to me as your high priest. I am actually going to say that you should ask your elders, as they know you the most in this case. But I don't want you to think that this is not my affair. I just think that they should have input. Mary groans and trudges away, but House Cadwell is pleased with your sign of respect. Very well. Alright, well, that means almost everybody is happy with me, except actually the Cadwells are zealous, so they're very, very happy with me. I have favored them for far too long, apparently. We can ask the family some questions. Now, we can only do this as long as they are happy with me. So let's see here. How about... Aaron. There's not much about Aaron here. Aaron Kegney, what is your vice? Oh, you are unrepentant. Well, apparently that runs in your family. How about we appoint the advisor as Valen? Valen is ignorant, and that is good. But he could still be hiding a secret there. We just can't find out right yet. Alright, the Iosefkas. I am going to say, Demas. You are penitent, but what is your vice? Oh, you are lacking in fervor. That's not good. But since we do have to choose from you guys to be sacrificed, it might be a good idea to keep an eye on you. Casimira is immediately interesting to me. She knows too much. We do have a stupid person. She could be in charge of our obedience. If she knows too much, well, then she won't live very long. Let's see. Now, Blackborn is satisfied with me, so I can continue to ask questions. What about Vossen here? I do not see anything about him at all. You're ignorant. Well, I'm interested in him. Vadim. He is full of fervor. We have to keep those things even. We got full of fervor, knows too much. They like hats down here. I like hats too. How How about Iva? She takes notes. That's a little strange. They're neutral to me. Oh, I'm glad I won't take anything. Well, she's disciplined. We can't ask about that vice, but let's go with her discipline. And as all of them will be keeping an eye on her, I begin the season now. I do believe that we can do that. Alright, March. Well, first things first. Obedience, that'd be good. We're going to take down discipline, and we're going to work on fervor. Valen scoured the town and found one old world book and burned it in a ritual fire. +3 to the ignorance, which is strange because it's actually taking ignorance away, but that's fine, that's fine. Valen leads the village in memorizing scripture passages. It doesn't tell us what it actually does for the ignorance, though. Valen's vice. Valen is rumored to be disobedient. Valen advises the code of laws with a new, more confusing interpretation. Build monument. Demas urged the laborers in carving and sanding, and a small shrine to our god was crafted. Fervor +3. Alright, for virtue, Demas personally encourages more confessors to come forward. It doesn't say what it does for it, but I'm guessing it's good. And his vice is his ceremonies aren't very well attended from lacking fervor. Well, we'll work on obedience, because that's all that seems to be low. But Demas did a pretty good job. Alright, now why did the obedience not go well? Vadim chased rumors and whispers, but found no evidence of infidels. Obedience -1. Of course. It's okay. Not every time is great. You must keep trying. You're full of fervor, I believe you will. And your fervor did help. Alright, and then as far as vices go, Vadim is rumored to be undisciplined. He arrives late to every advisor meeting, mumbling an apology. Alright, we have to make sure that the Effersons do not get mad at us, and we must continue to work on our obedience. Very important. Alrighty, April. Well, we must work on this obedience. And let's see, who is also... He is disobedient, so he's not going to help out, but we don't need the ignorances worked on this time. Actually, yes, we're going to do penitence because that will cheer the Effersons up. Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about Iva. Plus, we do need to start questioning people this month. Alright, so everything went about pretty good. He's been pretty good. I kind of want to ask more about him, but he's so helpful at the same time. Maybe we'll keep him around for now. Oh, we really shouldn't if they're in good mood. Cowardly, my sir. Oh, Demas, you poor dear. A -30 is very good. A -30 means a very punishable sin. I don't personally in the real world understand why cowardly would be bad, but this is about Chernobog, and that's what Chernobog says, and what he says goes in the village. I don't really need to question other people as much, but I will be. You can't have too many people to keep an eye on. Well, Iva, I'm going to begin the inquiry. I truly hope you guys are not mad at me. You're imaginative. Well, that is not punishable by death, though you may not help me further at this point. Oh, we did get some more hearsay. He interrogated some townspeople. It seems a few parents conspired to hide children from the ritual. You cannot hide your children from Chernobog. I have told you this multiple times, guys. You can't. He knows where they are. He knows where they are. I might not. The townspeople might not. But when we all die, we all dead. And that's how it is. He did spend extra time on the monument construction site again, so that's very good. And once again, he was late, though. Bad for the obedience. Well, that's bad for discipline, but our obedience has gone really far down. The Effersons are still just simply neutral. Everyone else is actually pretty happy with me. Alright, May. Well, it looks like we need to work on fervor, but he is cowardly. And this will not help us. It will destroy us, as you see. So we're going to go with, though Kazmira knows too much, confiscating the goods can help. We will continue with obedience, and she is obedient. This should help. I don't want them getting too smart, but cannot have anybody disobedient. So that is just how it's going to be now. For now. Just the two things this month. Plus, since the Cadwells are so happy with me, we're going to ask more about this. She's just curious. Bad, but not something that Chernobog would like people to die over. Or that he would be pleased in having them honored to him. I don't know how that works. We just do it here on the Shrouded Isle. Doo-doo, yeah. Alright. So things went pretty good. Looks like our obedience is going to withstand this. We gotta keep watching those Eversons. The season draws to an end in its sacrifice time, and the gathering convenes. Who will be the sacrifice this season? Demas is cowardly. House Iosephica will grudgingly submit to your decision. The villagers will be inspired to greater fervor, and they might lose penitence. I think that will be okay. It looks like it. Thy will be done of the Chernobog. Goodbye, Demas. May we all not die from the vengeful god that watches our island. Through sacrifice thy will be done. We sacrifice the life of Demas in the name of Chernobog and the good of our people. Our condolences to the House Iosefka. House Iosefka solemnly mourns Demas, and they have taken away 30 points of their approval. It makes sense. But the other houses did approve by 5. The villagers praised Chernobog for ridding their community of blighted soul. He was actually really helpful. That was quite the turn there. The night before the new season, a whisper caresses your dreams. My faithful servant, I await your devotion. Encourage fervor, burning flame of devotion. The perverse one, give her to me. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't want any perverts in my society, so that's fine. All the families are pretty much neutral or satisfied with us, which is fantastic, because that means they don't want to kill me or make me not high priest, which you don't want somebody taking your high priestess away from you. That ain't cool. Okay, so House Cagney. Let's see here. We're gonna begin the inquiry, and since you guys are neutral to me, I would like to know... Oh, you're full of fervor. We could use you. They will help me with that. Now this family, I don't want to kill anybody from, so let's see if we can find out if they have, like, a very good virtue or something. I'm thinking she's disciplined, so we're gonna ask her... Ah, she's also chaste. This should be helpful unless she has a terrible, terrible, terrible vice that we don't know about. Oh, okay, she's curious and he knows too much. And they're the Cadwells, so they're satisfied now. How much is too much? Oh, enough to save me another season. We're gonna have to watch ignorance now. We have to make sure we get some very stupid people as onto the council. Here, actually, do you have anything good about you? You are at least full of fervor. We will appoint you as advisor because you are going to die next, unless we find that pervert. Okay, the Blackborns. Well, we might as well be asking some questions since they are satisfied with me. You're ignorant. What is your vice? Because, okay, you're disobedient. That's not terrible, and we need some stupid people in here because we have a scholar that we're going to have to get rid of. We gotta get rid of that scholar. He could tell people, what if there is no Chernobog? They haven't thought of that yet. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them I thought of that. I'm in danger now. Oh no, I hope Chernobog didn't hear that. It's not good. We have one more. The Effersons. The imaginative girl is not going to kill us. Or get us killed. So, how about you, Ludmilla, or Ludmilla? What is good? Ooh, you're ignorant? Let's learn more about you and use your ignorance for everybody's, life. To continue. Begin the season? Well, we need to work on the fervor. So you are also full of fervor, and we're working on that ignorance because him existing could be a problem. And you are also ignorant, and we'll work on that. Alright, we had an average outcome. His vice is still unknown. And they are only neutral with me, so I'm not going to ask right now. Okay, that went pretty well. She knows too much. These guys are getting too smart. Not okay. It's not okay. Can't be having that. Sorry, guys. But, let's see here. You are an Iosefka, and they are neutral. And since they are neutral, then we can't ask them much. Now, Blackborns are satisfied. I could ask a little bit more about his disobedience. I don't want it to cause more problems, but it's possible that they won't hate me. He's a teen. That's not a sin. He just means he's disobedient and more disobedient. I understand. I have got to get better with the Effersons again. Again. Efferson, Ludmilla, you can go next. We have to continue with fervor, or we will get killed by Chernobog in our sleep. And you can continue burning the books because of Mr. Smarty Pants Prebin over there. Ah, now the Cagney's are also satisfied with me. Almost everybody is, so I'm not going to ask anything yet. Mira urged the laborers in carving and sanding a small shrine to our god. Chernobog's will guides Mira. Well, that's good. Her discipline didn't help. And, I'm trying to keep people ignorant because she's definitely not helping there. I think they're satisfied enough that I gotta know how much is too much. You are also imaginative. Get your heads out of the clouds and get them into the ocean. Because I think Cthulhu is kind of like what Chernobog is. Just off-brand. Ludmilla is ignorant and that's helped us, but I don't know anything. Effersons, they have to keep happy with me here. Can't be asking. So we still don't know Ludmilla's vice. Alright. Burn those books. Ooh. We have to use the scholar, which means we're also going to use the ignorant to flagellate the sinners. This is still going to make us so very dangerous that it looks like we might be at the end. I don't think that it'll go all the way down that we'll die, though. Right? They won't turn on me, will they? Just after one season? Like, I'll be able to get that back, right? Oh no. He ruined the discipline. Dude, the discipline is bad. I guess the ignorance is better. The ignorance is better. Because of he found some old world books, but the discipline, at least fervor's up. Because Chernobog demanded it. And if it wasn't, he'd be coming for us. Hopefully he's still not. Because we can give him Prebin. Oh, Prebin. Prebin did not ruin the ignorance as bad as I thought he would. Probably because Ludmilla's saving me with his beautiful stupidity. Okay, the gathering is convening and we're going to take out Prebin. And the Cadwills will grudgingly admit to this decision. Thank goodness that they are going to... They're neutral to me at the moment. They're not going to like this. It will help everyone's ignorance. It is necessary. So Chernobog does not take the toll. We sacrificed the life of Preben in the name of Chernobog and the good of our people. Our condolences to the House Cadwell. Just sacrifice. Which means they will mourn him solemnly. House Cadwell approval is -30. But the other house's approval is +5. And the villagers praise Chernobog for ridding their community, +15 ignorance, and -10 fervor is a problem. Because he really wanted that fervor, and we're right at the edge. Too many villagers are discarding the rituals of fasting and focus. I must enforce discipline by the end of this season. Spiritual contagions are spreading among the villagers, causing them to behave abnormally. I have decided to unseal the tower to confine and purify the effect. Dang it! Sometimes you have to. Oh, and we have a letter. Very eventful season here. Driftwood. Inquisitor Blackbourne reports that an outsider has washed ashore. The villager wants to throw him back into the ocean, but you wonder if his arrival is more than a coincidence. Now, this is a big deal why I wanted to do this game. I have never gotten far enough to finish the game, but this is a storyline that pops up sometimes, and if you get far enough, you can learn in a little bit, but you gotta keep your people stupid while you do it. It's very hard to do, but it's so very interesting. So we are going to ask Blackbourne to interrogate him. Our ignorance will suffer, but this is the only person to ever come to the Shrouded Isle. Miko Blackbourne reports the outsider said he came from an island of bone before he died. Ignorance -15. House Blackbourne approval +10. Okay. Hopefully we can rectify this. Okay, I have 2 inquiries, and I don't necessarily know what will become the perverted one, but they said bring him to me. So I need to really start questioning people. Slovenly. Oh my, I don't even know. Okay, what is your... Okay, you're obedient. That's good, but we need disciplined people. You're disobedient. But you're stupid, and we do need stupid again. We'll look a little further into you. Now, I really don't want to be killing somebody from this family, but if it's something bad, they will deal with it. Especially since technically I didn't last time. We have another one, but they're neutral to us. So we should probably just appoint an advisor. And we're going with Savant. And, because he is ignorant. Now, it says Cadwell's neutral, but since I did technically kill Preben, you know, it's probably not good. Oh no, she's acting strangely. We gotta put her in a thing. We will get to that in a minute. Alright. I don't have any more inquiries, and I do have to make an advisor, so we're going to go with the one that has something good and not bad, which is Fania. So, don't worry. I hope you do your best, Fania. Alright, and the Blackbournes. They like me a lot right now, so this should work out pretty well. Let's check out Nadia's Vice. Ooh, Tisk. Undisciplined. We really do have a lot of undisciplined people. Is anybody here disciplined? No? Maybe? Well, definitely not if she's undisciplined. What about you? What is good about you? You are disciplined. Then we will use you. Alright. We will see. What is Zoya's? They're neutral, and I've had a hard time with them, but I must see. Full of fervor. Well, we definitely can't have anybody that knows too much. And we have to keep fervor good because of Chernobog. But Lumilia we could use again. Lacking in fervor, but is ignorant, and would definitely help us not lose more ignorance now that we've talked to the man. Alright, let's check the tower. It says we do not fully understand what ails Miri, so we will be examining her to help now. Might be able to fix that. We'll see. But first we have to examine it because we just don't understand it. So we will be checking on her because nothing is more comforting than being examined while you're in a cage in some water. Have a nice foot soak. Let's go ahead and begin the season. Now we have to burn some books. We have to definitely confiscate some goods. We have to keep fervor up. Kind of messes up the ignorance thing. But no, he is ignorant. It might be lots of ignorance. We might have like a party of ignorance. We might fix this real well as long as we work back onto the discipline. Ooh, the Kegni's being satisfied with me. I might be able to ask. Ooh, impulsive. I can't ask anything else about that. Maybe I can next time? Maybe that's as far as it goes. Looks like he did pretty good, except him being disobedient did not help with obedience. He's rumored to be disobedient and revises the code of laws with a new, more confusing interpretation. Okay, we had just a poor outcome, but it doesn't look like that was specifically for her or anything. But she does seem to know too much. Which is not good for the Cadwells, because I don't want to make them mad, but I gotta ask. Well, we have not found the pervert, but we did find somebody that we will be sacrificing because we have an artist. We can't have that. No. No. I mean, if you're making art, next thing you know, people are like imagining things, and then what if they realize that, you know, we could like potentially not just live on an island worshipping a god we've never seen that potentially might come out of the water and kill us if we don't. We don't know. See how I added the fear? They have to keep that fear. They have to keep it. Alrighty, it looks like I didn't make anybody too angry. We still have to work on the ignorance and the discipline. Again. Oh, now we have obedience as a problem. This is a problem. Okay, ignorance. Discipline, but she's an artist, so she's not going to help with the ignorance anymore. We need to get disciplined some other way, but she's disciplined. She's disciplined. Oh no, will this help at all? This may even it out, but it might destroy us. It seems like that's just how it is on this island. Let's just find out. Okay, it looks like we just had an average outcome. It didn't seem to go particularly well. That's okay, Valen. I'm probably never gonna have you help me again because you're impulsive, but at least we learned this about you and we won't trust you again. Fanya, I had to use you, but I guess I'm hoping that you enjoyed being useful while you were alive. Because you didn't hurt my ignorance this time. Oh, no, actually she destroyed my ignorance. But that's okay because we really needed to make sure Fervor was okay, and hopefully everyone can bear with me while I motivate them to love Chernobog and fear him even more. I really hope so. So I can save us all. Okay. The painting. There's a painting. They know she's... Vicar Efferson reports the village children no longer sing about Chernobog. Instead, they sing about white sand beaches and fruits called coconuts. Investigation determines Fanya Caldwell has been painting these fantastical images. We could burn it for ignorance. Oh, yes, we have to. You see, I would see if she could turn that energy towards our Lord, but I need to sacrifice her to make an example out of her, and so Chernobog doesn't kill us, because he's still going to demand somebody, and also, this will help ignorance. A great bonfire festival is held. The children joyfully throw paintings and shards of wood onto the flames and play in the ashes the next day. Isn't that better than sand, children? isn't it? It looks like I would have found out about her anyway. That will once again destroy my ignorance. Our discipline will be lacking. But we will have some stupid people, some fervorous people, some not so disciplined people, some penitent and obedience people, though. We got it. And it looks like Valen's having a better outcome, so hopefully that helps us all out. Except that obedience. It's okay, we're gonna jump that back up here in a minute, hopefully. Good job, Ludmilla. Good job. Nada did not help us very much at all, huh? We have 2 things to work on. If our God even forgives us for that, guys. The season's end draws near. A sacrifice must be made to protect our village, and the gathering convenes. The artist must go down. But I am warning everybody, I did not find the pervert. I'm pretty sure that means that Chernobog's going to kill all of us. But I guess that we're just going to have to see if he's somewhat forgiving in this case. Please be merciful, Chernobog. Please be merciful. I have given you Fanya, the artist. I will get that pervert, though. I will get that pervert out of my society if you give me the chance and you don't kill me tonight. Through sacrifice thy will be done. We sacrifice the life of Fanya in the name of Chernobog and the good of our people. Our condolences to House Cadwell. Repeated sacrifice. They are going to be enraged, and your tyranny declares you an enemy. I assumed that would happen, but when you have an artist... Sorry, I have to. Chernobog would have killed us all if I didn't do it, and someone had to go. So, even if they hate me, and the other houses don't really care if they hate me, I don't care. We had to do it. The villagers praised Chernobog for ridding the community of a blighted soul. Plus 15 ignorance. The village has... Oh no. The village has repeatedly failed to demonstrate discipline. The village rejects discipline. The people quickly eat the year's harvest and starve. You are one of the last to sicken and perish. But I tried. I really did. Alright, well thank you so much for joining me today. If you had a good time, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new here, go ahead and consider subscribing or checking out some more videos on this channel. It really does help out. If you are a regular subscriber, as usual, thank you so much for letting me be part of your day. And I will see you next week. I hope that this was something fun for Halloween, and I'll probably play it a few more times because I like to live at least a whole year. And I didn't. I died by the winter. So hopefully, next time, we'll make it a little further. I'm gonna go do my thing, and you can go do yours. I hope that you have a fabulous day. Bye!
Thank you for watching Watercat Gaming.
What would you like me to do once I'm inside?
I want you to wreck up the place!
I've been told that I can have my things.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
Did you just say no with your whole body, sir?
Decades of hiring salvagers out west to search for this little relic in the ruins of a place called Sunnyvale.
Nothing but dudes. Dudes in
Halt.
skirts.